Good evening, everyone. It is nice to get back once again and with a new topic that we are going to discuss. Good evening. Good evening, Ashmit, Swarnalata, Swastik. Hello, Devashish. Good evening to everyone. Right? Let us begin without much. Yes, Amrita. Today, good evening, good evening, good evening. Right. Okay. So, as you could see, the first page right over here in front of your screen, it is written as adjectives painting words with detail, right? Especially a word like a noun or a pronoun could be detailed in a way to describe it, to what is this sir's name? Jay, this is Mr. Shekhar, who is taking your class adjectives. Okay. I hope you have got my name, Jay. So a word that could be qualified, right? A qualified or described or modified, right? So these are the words that come under the category of adjectives, right? So it's really very important to understand the topic adjectives, because this is one of the topic that gives us the idea about how a noun or a pronoun can be described, okay, in a detailed manner. So we will be going through in couple of minutes. Yes, Chandan. Acha, K. Dibyanshu Patra. All right. Right. So let us move ahead with the topic without much ado and further delays, right? So what's an adjective, right? So basically, an adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun, right? An adjective is a word that describes, that either describes, so you basically need to keep it in your mind that adjectives are words that either describe or modify a noun or a pronoun, right? And think of adjectives as describing words. They tell us more about people, places, things, right? Or ideas. Well, over here, I would like to give uh, another detailed version. Thank you, Jay. Well appreciated. Now let's focus in the class. So what I would like to go in a little bit of more detailed manner is that with an example, right? There are several examples which are provided over here, like the red car, the first student, 3 apples, which gives us the detail about the kind, which one or how many. But before or whose. But before going to this detail, I would like to give you an extra information about adjectives. So how many parts of speech are there, children? There are 8 parts of speech, right? And in these 8 parts of speech, right at the beginning, the first class itself, I took this as my introductory class, that there are 8 parts of speech, right? Now, among these 8 parts of speech, the first 3 are, first one as noun, second as pronoun, which is used in place of a noun, which we have discussed in the last class. right? And third one comes as adjective. Third one comes as adjective. Now, what exactly is this adjective? The function, what is noun? Noun is a naming word, right? Next, pronoun. A word that is used in place of a noun is called as a pronoun, right? Then third one, adjective. Today we will be discussing this part of speech. And what did I say? Adjectives are words which either qualify a noun or a pronoun, all right? A noun or a pronoun. So what is the job of an adjective? Adjectives modify a noun or a pronoun, right? Right. Now, this I would like to show you. This I would like to show you in terms of example, right? Right, children? Sorry for the interruption. Okay. So I would like to give you an example based on nouns, right? Chiku is a smart boy. Okay. Chiku is a smart boy, right? Now over here, Chiku is a noun, a proper noun, right? Now, smart boy. Boy is again a noun. What type of a noun? A common noun. Okay, could be any noun. Common noun. Fine. Now, there is a word smart over here, which is describing the boy. And who is this boy? This boy is none other than Chiku. Fine. So this smart is giving me extra detail about the boy, that he is smart. Now, if I would have removed the smart, and if my sentence would have been Chiku is a boy. What kind of a boy? Tall boy, short boy, fat boy, huh? Handsome boy, ugly boy, right? He could have been any kind of boy. But since I have written over there smart, so we are getting a clear idea that Chiku is none other than but the smart boy over here. Right? Exactly. Questions about kind of. It describes the car is blue, so that describing word is blue, which is a color. Right? Yes. Okay. So we have come to know about that how the word smart over here is used as an adjective. Right? This is an adjective. And we have seen how an adjective qualifies a noun. Now, I would like to show you an example how an adjective modifies or qualifies a pronoun. Okay. For example, she is beautiful. She is beautiful. Now, this she is a pronoun. We all know that. She is a pronoun. Right? And the word beautiful over here is giving me an extra information about she. Who is that? That she is tall, short, fat, thin, slim. Okay. So I am trying to highlight over here the quality of she, which is beautiful. So beautiful is giving me the extra information about she over here in this sentence. So this is again, it's going to be an adjective. So children, I have showed you both with nouns as well as pronouns that how an adjective extra information, right? So how with a noun and a pronoun, adjectives, they do qualify. This is not mandatory, children. Another important thing that we need to understand over here, it is not mandatory that every time an adjective has to come before a noun. It is not mandatory. At times, the adjective can come towards the end also, right? Like Chiku is tall, for example. Chiku is tall. Now, as you see over here, this tall adjective hasn't come before Chiku. It has come towards the end of the sentence. So this is still qualifying Chiku. So yes, tall is the adjective, right? So you have got the basic idea about adjectives. What adjectives are, what is their function, right? Okay, let us move ahead, right? Now we will be studying about different kinds of adjectives. Different kinds of describing the noun. The noun is Chiku, right? Right, Bhumika? Let us move ahead with different kinds of adjectives. Kinds of adjectives. So I have basically, categorized these basic kinds of adjectives where we have descriptive adjectives, quantitative, demonstrative, possessive, and interrogative, right? Okay. Okay. So descriptive, quantitative, demonstrative, possessive, and interrogative. These are the major adjectives that for your category you need to focus on, these major adjectives. There will be certain deflections when it will come in terms of demonstrative adjectives, possessive adjectives, and interrogative adjectives. Okay, why I have put star marks over here? Because we have got the pronoun counterpart also. We have got demonstrative pronoun. So children usually do get demonstrative pronouns. Children usually get confused between a demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns, right? Demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. Same with possessive adjective also we have, possessive pronoun also we have. Again, there is a confusion. Then interrogative adjectives also we have, and interrogative pronouns also we have. So when these topics will come, while I will be explaining, I will use comparative study so that you would be able to differentiate between what adjectives are and what pronouns are, so that there shouldn't be any confusion. Okay, right. So let's move one by one. We will go ahead. First, beginning with descriptive adjectives. Number one, descriptive adjectives. What these adjectives are? The term descriptive, if I take this, it comes as describe, right? It gives me the idea about some word which is describing, or it also could be told as that it as a description, and extra information, right? So these adjectives describe the qualities. Remember, when it comes to descriptive adjectives, they give us the qualities or characteristics of the noun or pronoun. They give us the idea about, they give us the information about How do they describe? They describe in terms of qualities, in terms of characteristics of a particular person thing. Okay. So they tell us what kind. Descriptive adjectives give us the information about what kind. All right. So they describe what all do they describe? They describe size, color, shape, taste, smell, sound, feel, appearance. Like in terms of size, big, small, tiny, enormous. For example, one by one, I'll be giving you the example also side by side so that you will be able to understand. This this is a very big bag. Very big bag, right? Now this big is giving me the idea about size, right? Color. For example, Rupali has a blue pen. Now, as I tell you over here, blue pen, this blue is not qualifying Rupali. Got it? This blue is not qualifying Rupali, but blue is qualifying pen. So it gives me the idea about color, shape, like there is a round clock in that room. Okay, in that room. So over here, it's giving me the shape of the clock, whether it is a square one. Okay, it is a square one or a round one. Okay, so this is giving me the idea about shape. Then taste. That is a sweet candy. Again, that is a sweet candy. Now, this sweet is giving me the taste about that candy, which is again a kind of an adjective. It is describing smell. That corner no, not that corner. This will be something else. I would give another example. Okay. Right. So smell, no? This smells, or this bread smells fresh. Now, what is fresh over here? This. Now, whatever is this, these could be fruits. This could be fruit. This could be a bread, piece of bread, slice of bread. So this fresh is giving me the idea about smell. Sound. She sang a melodious song. So again, this melodious is giving us the idea about song, which is describing the song, right? Feel. For example, if we take Bhumika, good question. Her voice is very sweet. Okay. So, for example, let us clear Bhumika's doubt. Her voice is very sweet. Okay. So the sweet over here, now this sweet is followed by a noun. This sweet over here is followed by a noun. Candy, it is qualifying a candy, right? Candy is a noun, right? But over here, her voice is very sweet. Okay. So, what is my noun over here? The voice. Her here is a possessive adjective, which I will discuss you what it is. Her is her voice. Her is showing the ownership on the voice, possession over the voice. So voice is my noun over here. Okay. And what is sweet? Her voice is sweet. So again, this sweet is explaining me the describing the noun voice over here. So sweet over here, again, it will act as an adjective. Excuse me. Right? Suppose, for example, this surface is rough. Okay. So now my noun over here is surface. Okay. And this rough is giving me about the feeling. If you touch that, the feeling about the surface. Right? What would I feel? I feel soft, I feel smooth, I feel hard, I feel rough. So the surface over here is rough. So rough is going to be my adjective over here because it is qualifying surface. Appearance, as I have already used this example in my previous slide where she is beautiful. So beautiful over here is qualifying she. They did they performed an ugly dance. So ugly is actually, defining the way they have danced. So dance over here, there is my noun over there. Okay. Understood what descriptive what descriptive adjectives are? So descriptive adjectives basically gives us the idea about qualities as well as the characteristics of that noun or pronoun. Let us move ahead with a rough day. She had a rough day. So rough is qualifying the day. Day is the noun over there. So rough is qualifying. His handwriting is very, I can't see, very neat or what? Yes, neat. So neat is here adjective, descriptive adjective, and it is qualifying the handwriting. Outrageous is qualifying behavior, right? Beautiful is qualifying flower. Okay, right. Okay, let us move ahead. There are too many examples which are coming in the chat. That's good that you have got an idea about it. Next type of an adjective is the quantitative adjective. What is this quantitative adjective? Let us try to understand. Quantitative adjective. Again, if I take the root word meaning, quantitative, right? So it gives me the idea about quantity, right? It is giving me an idea about quantity. Okay. So supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yes. Wow, Rajshri. Wonderful. So quantitative adjectives are such kind of adjectives which gives us the idea about quantity. These adjectives tells us how much or how many of a noun. So how many, that means what? They are countable. And how much, it gives me quantity, but uncountable. Right? I need to add an extra unit. I need to add an extra unit to measure those uncountable. Like I need some water. Some is again quantitative. But if I need to, make it countable, I need a glass of water, right? To make it countable. Yes, correct. So let's move ahead. They can be specific numbers or general amounts. Specific numbers, these are cardinal numbers like 1, 2, natural, those numbers. One, it can be 1 to n number, right? Like I have two brothers, she bought 5 books. So these are general numbers that we use in our day-to-day lives, right? Now, general amounts, right? Many, much. This doesn't give me an exact number, but it gives me an amount, right? It gives me an amount of whatever it is. Few, much, little, many, all. They give me a kind of an amount. Now, when it comes to quantitative, I would like to differentiate over here regarding cardinal and ordinal. Cardinal and ordinal. Okay. So cardinal numbers are general numbers, as we have seen specific numbers like 1, 2, 3, 10, whatever it may be. These are cardinal numbers. Whereas ordinal numbers are the term ordinal has come from order. So first, third, ninth, right? Ninth. These are the words that comes under ordinal. 6, I have 6 new bottles. So 6 will be cardinal over here. Okay. So these are coming under quantitative, right? So there are some, I have 5 pens. So 5 over here is cardinal. It is the 9th order of today. It could be any order, right? It could be a pizza order or any other order. So 9th will be ordinal, quantitative adjective. The 5th longest word is pseudo, so and so. So 5th is again ordinal. Right. Yes, I have 6 new bottles, Mithali. I have seen. All right, you have got the idea about quantitative adjectives, right? So let us move to the bigger concept, like the coming 3 concepts, the coming 3 kinds of adjectives. We need to have 2 sorts of, comparative study we need to do so that we can have a clear idea about such adjectives. Yes, demonstrative adjectives. The term demonstrative, okay, the term demonstrative has come from demonstrate. The term demonstrative has come from demonstrate, right? Or we can say to show, or we can say to exhibit. These are the basic terms for this demonstrative adjective. For example, if I show something which is closer to me, right? Suppose there is a mouse over here which is closer to me, the device. Okay. So what would I say? That mouse or this mouse? Definitely I would be saying this because it is closer to me. And immediately after my explanation, like this mouse is perfectly fine. Now, as you see over here, children, this I'm demonstrating. After that, what is there? Mouse, name of the device. So it is my noun. And since I am demonstrating this right over here, it gives me the exact location and direction about that mouse. So this here is a demonstrative adjective. This over here is a demonstrative adjective. Remember, children, all the time, demonstrative adjectives would always be followed by a noun. Demonstrative adjectives would always be followed by a noun. Okay? Right? Now, since I told you people that children do have confusion between demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronoun. So we will have a comparative study over here related to demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun. Because there might be questions where they may twist the question, right? And they will ask you to identify the adjective where it will be used as a pronoun. So you will get confused, right? So we need to really know about the differentiation between a demonstrative adjective and a demonstrative pronoun. So what did I say, children? Whenever there will be a demonstrative adjective, it will always be followed by a noun, right? So if I take this bottle, this bottle is mine, right? So as you see over here, this I'm showing a bottle and this is giving me an extra information. I'm not talking about any other bottle in this world. I'm talking about that very bottle which is closer to me, and I'm telling that this bottle is mine. So I'm demonstrating it, right? So we have got a noun after the very demonstrative adjective. So this is functioning as a demonstrative adjective. Now, if I take the same sentence over here in a different way, right? Like, this is mine. Now you see, is there any noun followed by this? Is there any noun followed by this? No, there is no noun. There is no noun that is followed by this over here. And the word this in this sentence is basically used in place of a noun. And what is that noun? We know that bottle. We know that bottle, right? So this over here is used in place of a noun, that is bottle. So what do we know about a word that is used in place of a noun? It's a pronoun. And since it is demonstrating, this is mine, so this would be demonstrative pronoun. So the easiest trick over here is that if it is an adjective, then a noun will be followed. If it will be a pronoun, there will be no noun. The very word this, that, these, those, this for singular, that for singular, this for nearer, that for farther distance, these for plural, which are closer, those for plural, which are farther to me, right? So this here is used independently. There is no noun followed after this. So this will be taken as demonstrative pronoun. Okay. So as you see over here, the four demonstrative adjectives are this, which is a singular noun, close by, that refers to singular noun, far away. These, which are refers to plural noun, which are close by, and those which are plural, far away. Same thing, which I have told you. So the examples are also given. This book is interesting. That house is big. These shoes are comfortable. Those birds are singing. So in this way, we have to differentiate. Yes, Bhumika, that is singular and far. Okay, let us move ahead with the next kind of adjective, possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives, right? Possessive, the term possessive comes from what? Possession, right? It's already written over there. Possession or ownership, right? If something belongs to me, if something belongs to you, if something belongs to someone else, my neighbors, my brother, my sister, okay, my mom, dad, whomever it may be, whoever owns that thing, okay, whoever owns that particular thing, right, owns that particular thing. So certain adjectives which gives us the idea about possession or ownership, like they tell us about whose it is. They always come before the noun they modify, as I told you, right? Those who are my friends. Rajshri, okay, right. So Rajshri was typing like those who are my friends send me hearts. My friends. So Rajshri typed that. So I will take this as an example. My friends, okay. My over here is showing the possession over the friends, none others but my friends, okay. So my is showing ownership and noun is followed after my, you know? So this showing ownership, so showing possession, right, and a noun is being followed to describe. So this is going to be a possessive adjective. Now, one important thing over here, as I told you, that the coming three are going to be a little confusing because we have got both possessive adjectives as well as possessive pronouns, right? So quickly I will make that for you so that it will be easy to understand, right? So the generic confusion which lies over here is between possessive adjectives and then we have got possessive pronouns, right? What's the difference between? In demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun, what have you learned? Yes, Rajshri, go ahead. You said that you have a doubt. Okay, by the time you are typing, let me move ahead. You keep typing. Okay. So possessive adjectives. As I told you in the previous example, for example, one of the example, let us take one of the example. His hat is new. His hat is new. Now over here, his hat. Whose hat? As I told you over here, this question is being asked by about, yes, Rajshri, type. His, the question is asked over here with whose, right? So we need to see that his hat, none others but his hat. So his is over here giving me my dog is playful. Playful can be adjective. Yes, but not possessive. It gives me the quality, Bhumika. My is possessive. But if you see from possessive adjective, my shows ownership, right? The cat, okay, the cat belonging to the shop now was previously mine. Okay. The cat belonging to was previously mine. Previously mine. Mine here is used independently, Rajshri. Okay. Okay. Mine here is used individually. So mine will be possessive pronoun. Right? If you would have written instead of the cat, my cat belonging to the shop now, it's my cat. It's my cat which belongs to them now. Once upon a time, that cat was mine. Now, they are possessive pronoun. If you say my cat, so always remember, whenever it is adjective, a noun will be definitely followed by that very adjective. Without noun, the adjective won't work. Since his is showing possession over the hat, so this is going to be possessive adjective instead of noun. Whereas if I take this his into possessive pronoun, this is or for example, this pen is his. When I was teaching pronouns, possessive pronouns, remember, we don't write his double s, just like hers. Hai. So this pen is his. His here has come independently. Right? His here is used independently. No noun is being followed over here. And this his is giving me the idea about possession of the pen. So simple funda. Adjective, that means it will be followed by a noun. And if it is a pronoun, then it will come independently in place of a noun. That is what a pronoun does, right? It replaces the noun. And adjective, it describes the noun. So definitely the noun has to be there, right? So when it comes to adjective, the noun has to be there. But when it comes to pronoun, it will replace the pronoun. Got it? Another important, this is what, don't confuse possessive adjectives with possessive pronouns as I was explaining, like mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, right? Which stand alone, as you can see, right towards the end of the slide. They stand alone. Who stands alone? Possessive pronouns stand alone. Whereas possessive adjectives need a noun to be described. But if specific name is there, if specific name is there, then it is going to be a this will come under, for example, as you said, Bhumika, Rohan's bag, right? Rohan's bag. So this will usually come under proper possessive noun. I know you must have not heard about it, but as you see over here, you have typed Rohan's bag, right? Rohan's bag. Rohan is showing possession over here on the bag, whereas Rohan over here is a proper noun. I can't put Rohan under some nouns category, na? Sorry, pronouns category. I can't put. Are you getting me, Bhumika? I can't put Rohan under some pronoun category because I already know that Rohan is a proper noun. So this will come under proper possessive noun because Rohan, if we take Rohan, right? Bag is again noun. It shows the possession, right? But we are not discussing and distinguishing over here adjectives and nouns. Usually, children do get confused between adjectives and pronouns, not nouns. Understood? Okay. So the next category is interrogative adjectives. Huh? It shows it is his bag and it is a proper noun. Yes, Bhumika. It's a proper noun which shows the possession over who shows the possession over the bag. Right? There is no question of pronoun coming over there. A proper noun which is showing his possession over that bag. And remember when I was teaching nouns for the first time, remember first class nouns I started, I told you know whichever proper noun, whichever word would take an apostrophe to show possession over that thing is called noun. First class. Another type of, a different way of explaining a noun. I started with that class because everybody know that noun is a naming word. But I exclusively said this, that a word that can take apostrophe to show possession is a noun. Isn't it? Well, we can use apostrophe in several places. Like he, apostrophe double L. But we have contracted that word. It's not showing any possession. Right? Correct. So next kind of pronoun is interrogative adjectives. Sorry, a pronoun, so many times I have done that pronouns are coming in my mind. So interrogative adjectives. What are interrogative? Interrogation, right? Interrogative means question. Simple words. Question, right? Query. Ask something. These adjectives are used to ask questions about a noun. About a noun. They always come before the noun, they modify. Remember, again, what is required? Again, the noun is required. So, one simple agenda that you should be knowing about adjectives is that it needs the noun. It needs the noun. Exactly. Right? So, the three interrogative adjectives are which, right? What and whose. Like which is used when there is a choice between two or more options, like which book. Huh? So I will tell you over here itself. Book, noun is there. Which way, noun is there. What is used about the nature or identity, like what color, again noun is there. What time, again noun is there. So as I told you, they always come before the noun. Right? Again over here, whose used to ask about possession, like whose bag, by noun is there. Whose turn, again noun is there. So when it comes to adjectives, it is necessary to have an adject. It is necessary to have a noun after that very interrogative adjective. And again, the same agenda, that interrogative pronouns will come individually. No noun will be followed when it comes to interrogative adjective. Interrogative pronoun. And when there will be interrogative adjective in noun. All these examples I have shown you. We have got nouns everywhere when it comes to interrogative adjective. And when it comes to interrogative pronoun, right? Interrogative pronoun, they will come independently. Huh? Like for example, exactly, Bhumika. What is your name? Whose book is that? Is this will not be interrogative pronoun, right? I will be giving an example of interrogative pronoun. Like for example, who is at the door? At the door, right? So who over here is not being followed by any noun. No noun is there. No noun. But this who is that person who is standing at the door. So I have used who for that person. Means I have replaced that person, that is noun, to this pronoun. This book is, no, wrong way of framing the question. This book is whose? Whose book is this? Whose book is this would be coming under interrogative adjective. Yes, Bhumika. Whose phone is this? Whose interrogative adjective? Phone is the noun. Done? Degrees of comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison, children. Why is it important to have degrees of comparison? This is a vital topic that we need to understand over here. Degrees of comparison. Like I can compare comparison. Like for comparison, I need some measuring unit. I need some measuring unit. So if I want to measure a distance, I will either take centimeter, kilometer, meter, whatever it is. So, but if I want to measure the quality, if I want to measure some other kind of adjectives, how am I going to measure it? So these are my measuring units to measure adjectives: positive, comparative, superlative. What are they? Let's go ahead and find out. First comes positive degree. What is positive degree? This is the base degree. We are not exactly comparing anything, but we are giving the root adjective. What is this root adjective? Neither we are adding any prefix before the root word, nor we are adding any suffix after the root word. We are not using any suffix or prefix. Okay. So this is basically the root word of the adjective. For example, as you see small over here, the basic form of the adjective is called the positive degree. It is just describes only one thing. Okay. It gives me only the idea about one thing. Whereas when it comes to comparative, so I have over here only one person as comparison for himself, that he is small, right? He is small. Only one person, and this is his quality. He is small. The cat is small, or he is tall, right? He is tall. Now, when it comes to comparative, when it comes to comparative, now in this case, yes, Ashmit, correct. When it comes to comparative, we will be comparing two things or two people. When we compare two things, we use comparative degrees, right? So the first positive degree, what did I do? I drew, right, a boy who is like, who is tall, and I will compare this person, with a boy who is short, right? A boy who is short. So whom I have compared? I have compared two people, who is tall and who is short. So comparison between two people. This is person number one, this is person number two. Got it? So the dog is, one more important thing. In the previous slide, I told in positive degree, we do not use any suffix or prefix. But here in comparative degree, to the root word, to the root adjective, we add ER. Okay. So what was my root word in my previous statement? He is tall. So now over here, it will be tall plus ER, which will become taller. Another important word adds over here is than. So my statement will be, he is taller than Rohan. So this is Rohan and this is he. Okay? Right. The last one is the superlative degree, which is again one against many. Okay. When we compare three or more things, we use the superlative degree. We usually add EST. Okay. I'll tell you what. Now, for example, if Sohan is the, if Sohan is the tallest one in the entire class, right? If Sohan is the tallest one in the entire class, right? Now, Sohan is being compared with all the other class members. All other are shorter than Sohan. So he is compared with many. So as you see, when we compare three or more things, we use the superlative degree. And in that case, what do? We add to the root word plus EST. And that is the reason why we will be having tallest. Another important thing, article the will come over here because we have to specify only Sohan. So my statement will be Sohan is the tallest in the class. So comparison is taking place between Sohan and, thank you, Daritri, Sohan and the other children in the class, whereas no one else is as tall as Mr. Sohan. Thank you. Okay. Right, Dharitri. Thank you so much. All right. Very quickly, I will make you understand one important thing over here. Right? See, children, not everywhere we can use ER and EST. We can only use, wait, nobody should leave, children, unless until I don't discuss the Olympiad questions. Okay? Not every adjective we can use ER and EST to, make the comparison. we can only use for, see, EST for short adjectives. Now, what is this short adjective? Now, I have taken the example of tall. While pronouncing tall, one syllable. One syllable. What is one syllable? Syllable is actually the smallest unit of a sound. Syllable is the smallest unit of a particular sound, right? Now, there are certain words. Now, with one syllable, we can add ER or EST, all those words. But imagine there are some adjectives where we have to, have, I mean, there are around more than one syllables. For example, famous. He is a famous singer. Now, if I want to compare, Arijit Singh is more famous than Sonu Nigam. Why I haven't used famousest or famouser? Have you ever heard about that name? I mean that word, famouser. No. Why? There is a reason behind it. Because famous is made up of two syllables, two sounds, fe and mus. Two syllables are there. Wherever there will be two syllables, more than one syllable, we have to add more to make it comparative, and we have to make the most to make it superlative. Okay. So we have more famous, the most famous, because there are two syllables. Same with beautiful. Yes, beautiful. Break the word beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, Lisa, I know, but hold on. Just for some more time. Okay. 3-4 minutes, if you will sit back, no harm is going to happen. Right? These are the major concepts. Please do understand this. Remember, how do you sit for around 3 hours to watch a movie? Right? Yes. So beautiful, how many syllables are there? 1, 2, 3. So definitely, what did I say? More than one syllable means, matlab 2 and more than 2. We have to add more and most. Okay? All right. Let's quickly go to the Olympiad questions. Right. Children, come on, fatafat, you need to give me the right answer. Question number 1. Which sentence correctly uses a demonstrative adjective? Hurry up, children. Demonstrative adjective. Adjective. Rachri. Adjective. Only, I guess, Rajshri is also wrong. Rajshri, nahi, no. Bhumika, no. Where all those who are telling A, what is being asked? Demonstrative adjective means this, that, these, those. So we are getting all these in all the ones, but adjectives should have a noun that has to be followed. In which now you people have come to know. I like that red car. That is over here demonstrative adjective because it's qualifying, demonstrating the car. Red is of course quality. So option B is the right one. Right. Okay. Number 2, identify the type of adjective in the following sentence. Type of adjective. Okay. Read the question properly. Don't be in a hurry. Whose brilliant idea was this? possessive, interrogative, descriptive, quantitative. Definitely, whose brilliant idea is taken together right here. Brilliant is again a quality. So I will be taking here. So this is a noun over here, and this is used as an interrogative adjective. So my option B is the right one. Correct? Very good. Now you people have charged up. Question number 3. Let me see who can answer the first. Question number 3. She gracefully handled all the delicate porcelain teacups. Which of the following best describe the adjective all? All. No one has answered. No one has answered yet. All are busy in reading. Rajshri read fast. See. Rajshri, I understood. So all over here is giving me the idea about, right? How, Swastik? A. Descriptive. All is giving me the idea about quantitative adjective, specifying the number of teacups, all the delicate porcelain teacups. These are adjectives, definitely. But all is giving me the idea about the quantitative. Okay? Good. Next, in the sentence, the ancient scroll was found. See, children, answering only is not enough, but you need to even understand why is it. Okay? Okay. Swastik. Fine. Once again, children, requesting all of you, please do see the explanation also, because it is important to understand why the other options are not valid. In the sentence, the ancient scroll was found in a hidden chamber. So which word is not an adjective? Yes, found is not an adjective, but you might have a doubt over here. So the is also given over here. The is an article. Well, the is actually a determiner. Okay. The is actually coming under the heading determiner, which also comes before a noun to fix the meaning of a noun, whereas an adjective describes the meaning of a noun. Fine. But since found is over here is a verb, how can it be? So that is what it is written. Which word is not an adjective? Definitely found is not an adjective. Correct, children. Let's move ahead to the 5th question, and let me see who can answer the first. 5th question. Which sentence uses an adjective to compare two things? Which sentence uses an adjective to compare two things? Again, Rajshri has given the first answer. I told you, when comparative comes, ER will come, than will come, right? So this is going to be option number 2. Option number B is the right option. Yes, rest all. Mitali, Dharitri, Bhumika, Ashmit. Very good, very good. Okay, right. Yes, Azim, you are correct. Next, question number 6. Why many hands make light work? In this proverb, identify all the adjectives. Which option is correct? Option B is correct. How? Many is qualifying hands. Light is qualifying work. Make is actually a verb, right? So make light, no, incorrect. Hands, okay, noun. Again, work, noun, they are not adjectives, wrong. All of them are absolutely wrong. So many lights will be the correct option. Next, number 7 and 8. Choose the sentence where little is used as quantitative adjective. She has a little sister. This is not giving me quantity. This is telling me about the age. There is little water. This is giving me the quantity. Let us go ahead with other options also. The little bird, again, it's giving me the size. He made a little mistake. It's giving me about the uh, emphasis of the mistake. So it won't be. So option B is the correct one. Little is giving me the quantity. Exactly. Which of the following nouns can be modified by the adjective fragrant? Fragrant, fragrant mountain, fragrant book, fragrant table. No, fragrant term is referring to flower. So when I write over here, fragrant flower, fragrant flower, flower is my noun and fragrant is giving me extra information about the flower. So that is the reason why this is going to be my adjective. Okay. Last but not the least, number 9. Thank you for being with me. Right. Though it's overtime, but still we are continuing. That's a great thing. These colorful balloons floated high above the happy children. How many adjectives are in this sentence? Question number 9. Question number 9. No, Rashri, you are wrong. No, 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 no. See, these demonstrative adjective, right? Colorful, adjective of quality. Balloons noun, floated is verb. High is again, it's giving me about the position. No, this cannot be. Happy children, happy, right? So how many are there? 1, 2, high above the happy children. 3. Rajshri, what did you say? B. No, you said A. No, it will be 3. The correct option is 3. No, Swastik, these colorful balloons, demonstrative, na? These last one, uh, which sentence uses the article "an" correctly over here? As I told you, the determiner. He is an university student. Wrong. She saw an one. Wrong. They ate an whole. Wrong. I have an honest friend. Option D is the correct one. Though it is a determiner. Hridoy. B is wrong. D is the correct one. One word sound is coming. No? So it's a consonant sound. So it will be A. But it is used over here and. So this is a wrong one. All right. Hopefully, children, I have cleared your doubts. You have got a deeper sense of adjectives now. Okay. We have discussed the Olympiad questions also. So I would really like to thank you a lot for being with us. And we will be meeting once again in the next week. Till then, goodbye, take care, and good night. Thank you so much. Yes, bye bye. Take care.